The Liberia Electricity Corporation just announced that the project to electrify the road from ELWA Junction to the Rabat International Airport will be completed before Christmas, roughly within 12 weeks' time. And, to do so, they have come into agreement with 5 different companies to share the workload to make it easy for each of those companies to do their work in time. According to the report, all the resources and materials that they need are already on their way to Monrovia. You know, this is long overdue, I would say, at least. It is very, very long overdue. We talk about electricity problem in Liberia, but one of the things that we usually skip over is that Rabat International Airport to Monrovia, that road, that RIA road, like we usually forget how important it is. It is literally like the gateway to Liberia, right? We don't even compare it to the seaport because very few people use that road to go out of Liberia or come into Liberia, except for the people that can afford plane ticket and the people that can actually leave the country and go back and forth. We don't compare it to the seaport because from the seaport, we receive goods. There are a lot of people there all the time, because there are good ships coming. But this one here is not bringing in goods. This road here, this entrance to Liberia is not bringing in goods, but it's bringing in human beings, tourists, people who have never been to Liberia before. So imagine somebody coming to Liberia and they reach the airport and they get in a car. From the airport to the city, they are in complete darkness. And like how demeaning that is, especially when you have been to other countries and seeing how wonderful it is from their airports to the city centers. Like you see lights everywhere. It is the first impression of the country to all the tourists, to the people that are coming to the country, especially for the first time. And the fact that, there is no light on that road, it has been a disaster. And it has, like, we have failed to impress people for the first time when they step into our country. The moment they get at the airport, they get in the car, that first impression, let me be looking around what kind of country I'm in before I get reached to where I'm, supposed to be staying. But you are in the dark. For 20, 30 minutes, you're in the dark. But now, I guess, under the leadership of Honorable Mohammed Sharif, the L.E.C boss, they have announced that before, Christmas this year, before the festive season start this year, that entire road will be electrified with street light. And this could not have come at a better time. Like, I mean, it could have come earlier and it would have been way more appreciated. But yet, it is here now. This is a huge step for the L.E.C of Liberia. This is very, very wonderful. Whether it was, whether the boss has something to do with it, or it's just or somebody want to give the credit to the Baka administration or whatever, it doesn't matter to me. The fact is that it is happening. L.E.C is electrifying that road, and right at the top of it, you have this guy on my screen, Honorable Mohammed Sharif, as the boss of L.E.C as this is going on. This is very, very crucial. I don't think that a lot of people understand it, but this is very, very crucial. We get in places, electrified. Some small towns, cities in counties are getting electrified. These are all good. But this one, when we're talking about electricity, this is one of the most important places that need to be electrified. Not just the airport, but the road from the airport to the main city center. It needs to be like lights have to be everywhere. If you have been to any country, from the airport to the city center, it's almost like Christmas. Every time. Like the people, they literally put lights in the middle of the street, on the trees. Like they design that road. It's like the first impression you give to people when they enter in your country. Like they have to see something and be a little bit wowed. Like, wow, this is nice. And but we have not had that for like forever. And so this is a very, very big step up. And kudos to the L.E.C, kudos to Honorable Mohammed Sharif with his leadership. And let's just get ready to accept this, man, because People who are leaving the country and coming back home, especially the ones that will be going back home this festive season, I'm telling you, they will be in for a surprise because from the airport to Monrovia is going to be a whole different view.
Like, follow and subscribe.